later in the game, and also you're able to spread the creep so much earlier. So, hey man, we'll see how he goes down. Is this guy representing Team Acer as well as the Ukraine, the Blue Zerg mastermind slash absolute maniac himself? It is Bly.
And his opponent currently down 0-1, the Protoss player representing Russia. It is Cascades Strange. I like how I said that. I felt like it was like strange.
Strange.
that was strange, man. That was a little bit of Zerg. It was more like Bly though, TBH.
Yeah, no, this sounded more like a creature to me.
Oh, it is real, the puns. I'm trying to think. I feel like I was more true, but you know he's not a player in this tournament.
Oh,
so.
don't even get me started on the true puns.
Wait,
you know how hard it is to have
down.
true
what
on your team? It's impossible.
Oh, wait. You know how impossible he is? Because he's epic, Kappa. HD.
God damn it.
It's not even good at this point. It's just
reach.
Good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You also, you know, if you want to get hugged, you can talk to PandaBearMe.
Aw, that's just cute.
If you're having a depressing day. I don't know. I'm going off.
If you're that poor observer from the last game, I'm sure you could use a hug or two.
Oh yeah, is he still in here? Is he in here? Is he? I guess he's Roxy's Pommy or Never Alive. We have 2 extra observers somehow. Not in here.
God damn it! I didn't even know you were going with it, and I'm like, oh snap! I see you, bro. I see you.
What were you going with?
Don't even.
Hey, you can cast. I have no idea what you were laughing at.
No, I was laughing because you sprung the observer pun on, and I wasn't expecting it. That's why.
Kappa H.
Okay. Kappa HD, son. Oh, okay.
It wasn't even intentional.
It wasn't intentional? Oh.
That's why I didn't understand it, because it wasn't intentional. Because I don't even know.
I was talking about the observer that flew over the spore crawler, not the actual observers.
Oh yeah, he ran into a car.
Yeah, he got wrecked. But I guess we I guess we do have a second game here, as things aren't really going on. So yeah, it's actually perfectly fine that I'm getting silly with it, but Bly opting to go for that gasless opener again, and Strange, I think he's just going to be switching things up here as he's going for double adept. I don't think he did that last time.
He did not. He may be emulating Creature a little bit, though, being a strange man himself. And these are the adepts coming on over hopefully soon. But the Lings of Bly are looking to deny this. And those are very aggressive Lings. I'm actually worried for Bly because he doesn't want to lose these early on. And the adepts are just going to shred them. But maybe they're just going to completely bypass them. Mothership Core in the main can overcharge, then the Overlord sees it. Bly finds an opportunity, and here he is going to overcharge, goes down. It's only going to kill, kills 2 Lings. 2 more Lings get into the natural, though, and it's just every second of mining time right here. There's even a couple waves of mining right there.
It's pretty cool, too, that Bly didn't go for the 8 Lings this time, because you noticed that Strange did switch up his build for that double adept and then the Stalker, so he would have been a lot more safer against that kind of 8 Ling opener that Bly did last time. So that was pretty good, and he can even get some damage done himself, and he is going to do just that, as he does take out a worker. But he's
Depths may possibly even up the score with that lost mining time, but still the Adepts are doing phenomenally. There's 1 Spore Crawler goes down, 2 Lings here, but now the Adepts are just shaded in the main base. 9 workers are coming out as all this happens, no more units, so just Bly is going to defend with exactly what he has here, and hopefully these 9 coming out will compensate for the 4-ish loss.
Yeah. Not bad, though, right? You know, you get some scouting information as well. You know that it's a 3 base, and there's unfortunately not much that he saw because Bly hasn't put down anything yet. But when you go against a guy like Bly, you can almost assume that you're going to see roaches pretty much every single time. But, hey, maybe he knows that and he will switch it up. Because, I don't know. He hasn't put anything down just yet, so just focusing on the economy. Drone. So many drones are on the way. Excuse me, but Strange is adding a lot of gateways here. 4 in total, actually, that are being added. And he's getting that +1 as well. What do you think we'll see here, you know, with the 3rd base transition?
I think Strange just gonna go for a really big +1 gateway attack with this Robo, maybe an Immortal, just a big gateway Immortal all into the third, possibly. Bly's choosing to go Roach Warren with this Robo that just finishing up. We're actually gonna see a Robotics Bay from Strange, so he's gonna look a little bit more into the mid to late game. Sadly, these Stalkers won't stop the scouting of this third base, and yeah, I think for now, Strange, I've seen two different ways to do this. I've either seen get up your third and go for like a +2 timing attack, or he cancels his third right now and just goes for it. I've seen that multiple times on this map. After that Overlord strategically sees it, even though he tries to kill it like, oh no, don't see it. Oh no, I don't want you to see it, and then cancels it and just throws everything he has.
Oh my goodness, that would be pretty crazy if he did that, but I'm looking at him now. He seems to be a little bit more conservative, actually. Adding down that Photon Cannon, and then the fact that he put down the Robotics Bay, you know, he's, as you said, it is thinking more mid to late game. Doesn't want to necessarily rush things, although he is heading out onto the map. I wonder if he'll commit to this. We saw Creature do something like this, but he didn't have any real follow-up, and he didn't have any game plan as far as upgrades or any other tech to really smoothly transition, I would say. So I like this position a lot better with Strange because he is bringing his Mothership core with it as well.
Creature didn't have a game plan, but Strange definitely does. No Blink of Resonating Glaives, though. It's just going to be fewer gateways, some sentries, all going to be relying off them force fields. No Warp Prism or anything, but the Mama Core is here to teleport home if that be the case. And right now, Strange is actually very clumped up. A Corrosive Bile potentially could do a lot of damage. Sentries going down. Fourth base actually is canceled at the same time. Oh, that was a hallucinated unit. Actually, that did more damage than I thought it would.
Yeah, he was able to take it down. There was no cancel on Bly's end, so that was a full 300 mineral loss. And I think that's pretty good as far as at least getting something done, because that wasn't even the main attack. He just wanted to go out there, see what was up, force Bly to make a lot of units, and even see what unit composition that Bly was going for. So I would say that was a really nice move there out of Strange as he gets ready.
Strange looking to defend this base, a whole bunch of gates going up to actually hold this, and doing a bit of a Strange strategy from the past protests we saw out of Creature. I mean, thank you for the laugh. Out of the past things we've seen from Creature, and just completely changing up. Charge is actually going to be his decision. It's the first time I've seen that before Blink or Resonating Glaives in a long time, and he may just be going this very... He may be going this very low gateway tech, but high 1/1 plus charge attacks. And DT Shrine coming in, I'm actually liking this. It's something we saw a lot in very early Legacy of the Void beta from Protoss, just almost pure gateway.
Yeah, I wonder if... Oh, wow, and he's adding a Stargate, too. I don't know if that is only to make sure that he doesn't get caught too off guard by potential Mutalisks, but... I think it's kind of an interesting thing, right? When you get Disruptors as well as Charge Lots, you really have to micro to make sure you don't blow up your own Zealots. So let's hope that he's had a good amount of practice with that. That'd be pretty SE2 highlight worthy if he were to do something like that.
That would be. He sends all his Zealots charge in, and the Disruptor is right behind them and kills all the Zealots in a ball.
It's like,
that would be very depressing.
You saved the day, and the skip blows up. So.
That'd be great. No, that's what Carbot needs. The Disruptor is actually this jolly American guy. Yeah, oh, like with a long white beard. He's this jolly grandfatherly figure. And the Stalker's got to be super careful. Lurkers already. Bly is, even though he lost that third base, he did not lose any tech or anything like that. So he's exactly where he wants to be. And the Lurkers, this is like a game one, possibly going to put a wedge between the third base and the fourth base. Oh, the Disruptor shot's getting close. This time, those Strange's cannons, you will be able to see those Lurkers. But Lurkers do slightly outrange cannons, I believe. What is that? Range 9 to the range 7 cannons. They can do that if they want to, and if they're expertly put down. Sadly, that Lurker is not.
No, he's not, and that Disruptor shot will end up taking it out. Bly committing to an attack pretty heavily here. We saw him take out the third in the last game, but, you know, Strange learned from that, and he's just trying to hold on as best as he can. But does he have an answer for the Lurkers? How is he going to deal with them? They're so spread out. I don't know if the Disruptors are going to be enough.
Currently out on the map, there is not a single observer. There is an Oracle, actually. I'd love to see a Stasis Ward, maybe to stop Lurkers preemptively, but for now, we see Strange fighting straight on top of the army. The cannons are acting as a little bit of vision, but they won't be able to see the Lurker on the farthest left-hand side of your screen. The entire army is going to be cleaned up. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, this is one Lurker putting in work right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great, though. Really nice exchange.
I love that. Bly falls back. Bly falls back on his one Lurker, like, hey, I still have this position.
Yeah.
There was nice corrosive vials. Oh, beautiful. This Lurker does not want to get any too farther forward. The cannon will see it.
Indeed. That Oracle is a lifesaver there because without it, I don't think he would have been able to actually do that at all. So, even though he doesn't have that Observer just yet, it will be coming out very shortly. That Oracle is the main key to dealing with the lurkers.
Ultras are the next choice of Bly. This entire time he got Infestation Pit and Hive up, but we'll see if this fourth base can be destroyed. There's the snipe of the fourth base. The Disruptor shot is beautiful, but will there be enough? Another amazing Disruptor shot goes down to the right-hand side. Lurkers are alive. They're all going to... Actually, they're not going to be cleaned up. There's no vision. The Oracle is not going to be able to do anything to see that. There is the potential of Revelation, but the Revelation is not there, and now this position, actually, this Nexus may go down.
It's actually another Observer.
It's not healing up the Nexus. It's not going to be canceled.
And it goes down, another 400 minerals down the drain, and the Observer finally putting in some work, allowing those cleanup of the lurkers, but that was only like stage 2, because you said it, Ultralisks are on the way. I don't think there are any upgrades though for the melee. It's more so about the fact that they just never die. That's what he's going for, and the lack of immortals. So this could be pretty okay, but I don't know. I mean, Ultras are pretty good. We're gonna see just how damn good this new carapace is. Or the chitinous plating.
Chitinous plating is good. Let's see what the actual armor upgrades currently for Bly are. He doesn't have any armor upgrades, so essentially there's going to be, what, 0-3 Ultras? Yes, Ultras are good, but I don't know if it's going to cut it. I've seen this so many times. 0 attack plus 3 because there's no melee attack. I've seen this so many times, this happen, and it just doesn't quite work. But on the other hand, Bly has hit Strange's economy really, really well. So I think in this case they may work, but then again, they need that 7. When there's 3-7, that's when you're like, oh crap, nothing does anything to.
That is the big deal, right? And the fact if you're going for Zealots as well.
The economy. Yeah, well, yeah, the Zealots.
Armor's a big deal. So without that
Wait,
armor,
if he targets down the hatch himself, he can kill them.
Oh, but he didn't. Wasn't able to do it in time at least. And Bly does save his base, only using it for the gas. As he does have quite... I was going to say he had quite a bit of minerals, but he actually doesn't have that many minerals. I mean, he's spending them in very mineral-heavy units, but he is... 8
more Hydras, or 8
getting
more
into
lurkers
these Ultras. Yeah, he needs to mix it up. He needs support for those lurkers. I love the fact that Strange has kind of held on, though, right? It almost looked like he was surely going to die. And then he just ended up having a really sick push, and he's still in this game, man. Taking a 5th base on the other side of the map. This is that map, All Arena, right? The creep spreading is so crazy if you allow it to get out of hand. And
Arena, Kappa?
Yeah.
Dusk Towers.
Oh, you know what I meant.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Wow, look at the creep. By the way, we've not commented on this creep. This creep is literally at the door of... Sorry, I didn't... I knew you were saying... I was just focusing on you said the wrong name, and I was just like, you didn't say that. The Lurker's in an amazing position. I actually used to do this on Terraform to the 3rd base position all the time. Ultra's going to shut that down. Very little mining. At the same time, this 5th base position of Strange is potentially at jeopardy, and Bly is getting in a phenomenal wedge. Much like Game 1, he is right between the 3rd and the 4th, and I don't know what Strange can do. Some nice Disruptor shots. There is an Observer this time. The Ultras are looking to do some damage, but will these Ultras be upgraded enough? 1-1 is so close to being done. I think the Archons may just shred them. Is this a little bit reminiscent of the video? Legacy. It is not reminiscent of the Legacy of the Void video.
No.
Everything's gonna die.
Wow, really, really good here. Out of Strange, gonna be able to push it on back. Bly hitting right before 1-1 hit. I'm wondering why he did not wait for those upgrades, as you already know that Strange is on 3-1.
Oh man, them lurkers. I love how there's 10 guys in gas. It's like this crowded, stuffy mine, and they're like, oh gosh, we have to be
trying
here.
to save their dear life. Yeah. Using that positioning, really cool. I do like that though by Bly. It's gonna force Strange to go all the way up if he wants to get that lurker. And what is the next step? Bly is just he's like a circus
Vipers
act.
coming out. Yeah, he's got an answer every single time. He actually even had Spire Throwdown. By the way, earlier I said that's a position on Terraform. I meant Bridgehead. You could always get the high ground behind the 3rd on Bridgehead with lurkers.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, right?
That's what I'd always do. This creep spread is beautiful. Just FYI, again, it is amazing. 7 Ultras currently out, and those going to be 9 Lurkers, 4 Vipers. That is a high-tech army, but that army has the potential just to 100% shut down a Death Ball. You got a few Blinding Clouds on this army, you get a Lurker down.
I've seen Bly's control when it comes to the late game, too. Like, Blinding Cloud, Ultras, he has sometimes even Fungal Growth with it, too, if you decide to go air. He was playing against Puck earlier. And he did some really sick control. I think it was in Nation Wars. Oh my goodness, like It takes a lot to actually control that full army, and Bly
Wait,
is able
Zealots in the
to do it.
front. Do you see that there's no animation? All the Zealots are moving without their legs moving in my monitor. I don't know
yeah.
about my graphics setting. None of their legs are
Yeah,
moving. They're just floating.
Big zealots, man. The bootleg zealots didn't come with broken legs.
Oh man, the Lings flooding into that 5th base. They're gonna hit it super hard, trying to kill as much as they can. At the same time, there's a huge engagement. Ultras are not in the best position, but the Blinding Cloud and Lurkers are perfect. The entire army of Stranges to back up, and Bly is pushing through this. Ultras doing well. A nice time warp will slow down these Ultras. There's not any more Blinding Clouds left, but this army of Stranges so much DPS with the Immortals. At the same time, though, the Lings of Bly took out the 5th base and are now potentially gonna go for that 4th base if they wanted to. The Lurkers are still doing damage. The economy of Stranges in shambles, and these Immortals, I think, Tempo, are going to be the ones to end the game if that's what it comes to. That's what has to happen.
That is it. It's all up to the Immortals and all the Lings. They do have that Adrenal Gland upgrade. Also on that 1-1, it's all that Strange has here. He's just pushing up down with a lot of Immortals. How many is that? 7 Immortals? 3 Archons just kind of going in, tearing in everything that they can. But I mean, when those Hydras come out, is it going to really be enough? Oh, if there's actually, I was going to say if they're split up, that's a really good time for Strange. Surprisingly, really making this work for now. Oh my god. This is actually working.
That is almost 500 damage a shot from these Immortals. They can DPS down just about anything they want. The Lurkers on the high ground, though, a nice Blinding Cloud. The Observers are here, but will the Lurkers be just too much? The shields are nice, though. The shields of the Immortals. So we're about 200 DPS, and I think that's all gone. Oh, the Vipers are like, ah, crap, I wish we would have trained in school better to actually know how to fight. 9 mutas on the way, though. They're going to have to deal with these Archons. Still, there's, how many Lings are out on the map? There's only 3 things left. This force is just steamrolling through.
I'm wondering how the hell he's able to do this.
It's 60 drones to 39 probes. There's actually a decent amount of probes. I love the spawning pool. Like, screw you.
He doesn't have any bases to mine from, so yeah, that's a very big oversaturation. 9 muta hype. Can they do it? DrennoC, this is the moment of truth. 9 mutas. You got one
with the Blinding Cloud on the Archons, that could be good.
0 upgrades.
Oh, they need the Blinding Cloud. Don't engage without the Blinding Cloud on the left-hand side. The Vipers are eating that hatch, or they ate an Evo chamber right there. They need to have Blinding Cloud. Ooh, I think the mutas are enough. Tempo, the mutas are enough.
Oh my goodness, the army does get cleaned up. That was a lot of work that army did put in, though. And, I mean, these 9 mutas are really going to be what? Is it really going to be the fall of Strange here?
There was even the Vipers, though. These Vipers were eating an Evo chamber a little bit earlier on, but sadly there's nothing that actually shoots here to be able to Blinding Cloud. And this base is going to go down again. There is the very bottom right-hand base and the very top right-hand base hatches. There's also the left-hand side hatch, another hatch being made. So Bly's on top of his extra hatches. Wow. If we go down to Strange at the bottom left, he's on 3 bases and he's got about 300 minerals in a minute to the 600 minerals of Bly. Bly's mining double, even though it's not that much. And with these mutas coming in, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, but maybe that Stargate we saw earlier on for the one Oracle is
but
maybe
he's broke.
Oh, but there's
he ain't got no money. DrennoC, he can't even do anything with the Stargate. The mutas are going to fly on in, and then the cannons are basically going to be the only thing.
They're putting the nail in the coffin right there. They've been there. They cleared that out. They killed the base. That's what killed the Nexus. They've just been hanging out.
Well, these Archons are
nice pull.
1 by 1. This may be where Strange is gonna have to concede. I don't know if there's a lot. I know this is like the last kind of hurrah, but pulling in.
They pull all of them into each other.
And that's
nice Blinding Cloud right on top of them. They have to kite out of that, but there's just not enough. I think Bly 2-0 in his best of 5 series. A phenomenal game, a phenomenal play in game 1, and honestly, that was beautiful. That was amazing. That was cutthroat, and I'd like to give props to Strange right there, because who would have thought, you know what? I got 5 Immortals. Immortals 3-shot a hatch. Let's do it.
Why not, right? They were going in. I was not expecting that little kind of squad to do that much, but they were able to do it. But they just couldn't kill the mutas, right? If there was no Spire that was put down by Bly, because that was kind of like a, hey, if I need to make Muta Spire, not like I'm just going to make some mutas.
He made it a lot earlier, though. He made that.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like
he was going ultras. It was very much okay. I'm in the